Hey y'all, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. And today, this video is going to be divided into 3 parts. The first part is the 7 people of the 20 who have gone to Manchester. The second part is going to be the 7 people who have gone to London or Liverpool. And the third part is going to be the 6 people who have gone to big teams on the main continent of Europe. So starting with Manchester, with United and City. City have signed Gundogan for £30 million, Stones for £47.5 million, and Sane for £37 million. So they really splashed the cash. So each one I'm going to be rating out of 10. Gundogan, good signing, but a lot of money, and he's got injury issues. 7.5 out of 10. Stones, I think they overpaid, even though potentially he could be of real quality with tutoring from Pep. 6 out of 10. Sane, I don't know too much about him, but a lot of money for buying a lot of potential. Another 6 out of 10. Moving on to Manchester United. They bought Pogba, of course, for the world record £89 million. They bought Henrik Mkhitaryan for £30 million. Eric Bailly for £30 million, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic for free. Starting with Pogba. Way too much money, but he's going to add a lot of quality to the team, and they might make the money back in shirt sales and Adidas endorsements. 8 out of 10. Zlatan, he's going to provide 1 or 2 years of good goals for United, and I know they're paying him a lot of wages, but that doesn't matter to United, and they're getting him for free. 9.5 out of 10. Mkhitaryan, probably Dortmund's best player last year, and he's going to provide a lot of assists to this United team. 8 out of 10. Bailly, they said he'd take a long time to adjust, but he hasn't, and he looks really good next to Blind at the back for United. 9 out of 10. All right, moving on down to London. The 3 main teams in London have made a lot of big signings as well. Chelsea have just gotten David Luiz for £34 million on deadline day. They got Conte for £30 million. And they got Michy Batshuayi for £33 million. Arsenal got Granit Xhaka for £35 million. And Mustafi for £35 million. I didn't put Perez in here because I didn't see him as one of the biggest 20 signings of the window. And then Spurs, their only big signing, in my view, was here on deadline day, mainly because of the money. They paid £30 million for Moussa Sissoko. All right, starting with Arsenal. Xhaka, good deal, fills what they need. He can be a good shield, helping that back line out and playing right in front of it. I think he's a real player of quality. 9 out of 10. Mustafi, same with Xhaka, filled a gaping hole in Arsenal's team, and now Mustafi, probably with Koscielny at the back, is probably one of the best center back pairings in the league. I'd give it another 9 out of 10. I've given these both 9 out of 10s because of what I just listed, and the money may seem like a lot, but in today's market, it really isn't. And Arsenal's unwillingness to spend the money means they have a lot of it. So I don't think £70 million for 2 real players of quality really means that much to Arsenal, and for how much they're ripping off their fans with their season ticket prices. Moving on to Chelsea. They got Luiz for £34 million. They have made a £16 million profit because they sold him to PSG for £50 million 2 years ago. That's a splendid piece of business, and he's still a quality center back that they can use for a few years. 9.5 out of 10. Conte, great signing. 30 mil isn't that much in today's market, and he's a real player of quality. 9 out of 10. Michy Batshuayi, £33 million, a little bit of an unknown quality. He started the season well, but I'm not sold on him just yet. 7 out of 10. And then moving on to Spurs, they got Sissoko for $30 million. I think that's a decent piece of business, but at the same time, £30 million for a guy who was really off and on for Newcastle last year, I'm only giving it a 4 out of 10 despite the Euros performance. Alright, moving up to Liverpool with the one marquee signing, and I've made that Mane going to my team, Liverpool. Looking great in this season so far. He fills a gaping hole, and you guys might think, what hole is that? Well, we had a lot of attacking options before, but nobody provided the pace that Mane has. Like, we didn't have any fast wingers. We had a bunch of pretty slow wingers who like to cut inside and shoot. Now we have a winger that's willing to go down the end, get down to the byline, and draw defenders out to really make the offense more fluid now. 8.5 out of 10, only because 34 million is kind of a lot, but still a good signing from Liverpool. Alright, moving on to the continent. Alright, for the third part of this video, I'm reviewing 6 of the 20 biggest signings happened on the European continent. Juventus got Higuain, of course, for £75 million, and Miralem Pjanic for £27 million. PSG got Hatem Ben Arfa on a free transfer, and Bayern got Renato Sanchez for almost £30 million, and they got Max Hummels for almost £30 million. Yeah, and that's it. So we'll start with Bayern here. Renato Sanchez, really good prospect for the future, and I think 30 million isn't that much for him. And at 18 years old, he's already showed to be one of the better midfielders in the world. 8 out of 10. Max Hummels, I'd call him a world-class center back, and if you're getting him for £30 million right now, that's a pretty damn good deal for Bayern. 9 out of 10. I mean, he is world-class. He's in the Germany team. He was captain of Dortmund. He'll provide leadership to the team as well. So, yeah, definitely a 9 out of 10. Pjanic, great signing for Juve. Quality center mid. He's only 27 million. Great signing. And it takes away from one of their main Serie A rivals. Higuain could really help Juve in their quest for a Champions League. But at the same time, I'm sorry, £75 million is too much for him. But it does take away from their main Serie A rival, Napoli. 6.5 out of 10. Oh, I forgot, and it was just written here on my sheet of paper and I didn't see it. Paco Alcacer, £30 million to Barcelona. I think that's a pretty good deal. It takes away from one of their main La Liga rivals, but at the same time, I'm not sure how much he's going to play. But once Suarez leaves in a couple of years, he'll be the heir to his throne and could be the new Barca number 9. And I think he has a lot of potential. 5.5 out of 10. Hatem Ben Arfa. I'd say he's a real player of quality. Had a great season for Nice this past year with 17 goals in 38 appearances. And if you're an attacking midfielder and you're scoring a goal every other game, that's really good. And PSG picked him up on a free. That's really good. And they have a better coach now, Unai Emery, who could maybe help him out and take him to that next world-class level. 9.5 out of 10. And then that leaves us with nothing. Alright, well, that is going to be the end of the video. But thanks, guys, for watching. And did I get any of these wrong? Let me know in the comments. And keep watch on my channel for the Premier League prediction show since the window has now ended. That will be coming out soon. Bye, y'all.